me making videos about showing myself playing video games for hours or whatever was easily sustainable because it was something I did daily. And why would I not make a YouTube channel to show you guys and reach an audience by doing that? So whatever you do has to be easily sustained. You're giving away knowledge. Like with Andrew Tate, for example, he's highly relevant because he gets everyone to promote him. He's basically like unescapable. You're gonna find his content. So here are some proven ways for y'all to get more subscribers on YouTube. So I wrote down a few talking points and I'm gonna be sharing that with you guys in today's video, man. I just feel like coming on here, man, being real with y'all and letting y'all know, how you guys can actually get more subscribers and increase your views and sub count, all that, man, because it all ties into each other at the end of the day. But so the first thing that you need to do to get more subscribers on YouTube is to make relevant content, which means content that's relevant to today. Like what's going on today in the news and the media, what's going on in the world, what's going on with YouTube, what's going on with social media platforms, like what's in the news today about like Twitch creators or YouTubers, anything. Is there a new game coming out? Think about what is relevant to today, and basically you have to make content on that. And you don't have to do that exactly, but it's just one thing that you need to make sure that your content is. It has to be relevant to today, meaning if you post like earthquake that happened 10 years ago, you're probably not going to get as much exposure, and nobody's really going to care about it as much as like a new content creator that came out and you make a video about that or centered around that, or a new video game that came out versus a video game that came out 10 years ago, because basically that's already done and irrelevant unless it's like GTA. But even then it's kind of irrelevant versus if you posted like Fortnite, like that's more relevant to today. And another thing, man, make sure your content is evergreen. So this kind of goes back with the relevant thing, man. If your content is not going to be important in 5 years, I feel like it isn't, it's obviously not evergreen, because the whole idea of evergreen content is something that people can search forever. Like how to do laundry, how to wash your clothes, how to tie your shoes, how to ride a bike, stuff like that. That is all evergreen content. Or even like what I'm doing today, how to grow on YouTube, proven ways to get more subscribers. That's evergreen. The reason that's evergreen is because people are always going to be searching for those types of things, and also like how to grow on YouTube. So this content today can be searched in 5 years, and if I manage to get on the homepage, then basically that's when I won, because my channel will forever be getting views. It won't just stop the day I finally drop a video or a week later. You guys have to be entertaining. If we go on the YouTube homepage, for example, and I'm gonna pull it up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's get a display capture. Okay, here we go. If we open a new incognito tab and we go to YouTube, it'll show us a whole bunch of random videos that are ranked, like the number one ranked videos on YouTube, which means that everyone is searching for these videos. Or these videos are getting seen by millions of people. Is what's relevant to today. For example, it's also everything that you will see on the YouTube homepage is either educational or entertaining for the most part. For example, this is like 50-50. It's like 60-40. It's like 60% entertaining and 40% educational, because it's showing you something that you probably wouldn't have the slightest idea what this is just from the first glance or even looking at it. So it'll make you want to click because it'll have the factor of curiosity, and it looks cool. As you can see, the whole thumbnail is taken up, and also it's informative. Where's all the aliens? But it says the fair whatever. Like you don't even know what this means, but you can tell that it's going to be educational. And this was posted 7 years ago, and it's on the YouTube homepage. Number 5, top 5 videos on the homepage today. That's because it's evergreen, because entertainment doesn't run out, and education also doesn't run out. You can always learn something new. For example, this Mr. Beast, like, he has 47 million views because he put a factor of shock or surprise, and it looks like it's going to be highly educational. Entertaining. This looks like it's going to be entertaining as well, and this looks like it's going to be entertaining, but they all have either education or entertainment tied up to it in some type of way, and that's basically why I say that you have to make content that's either educational to teach people something or entertaining, because that's the only things that people go to YouTube and Google, for example, for. They're like the highest search engines in the world, because everyone's searching to learn something or to be entertained. YouTube is like the new TV nowadays to most people, and that's how it's just the world is going to become. So you have to get on the boat, basically. And above all, y'all, what I say is the most important above everything is that you guys prioritize like quantity over quality, which means that, for example, right, you should drop a new episode of your show every day over dropping the best show ever every like 7 months. For example, if a Twitch streamer streamed 1 hour every week, basically they're not gonna build an audience, they're not gonna build a fan base. Like, no one's gonna want to watch them because they're only entertaining you for an hour, and then that's all you get. No one's gonna go back and rewatch the whole thing, even if it was highly entertaining, unless it was also educational, which is how it kind of ties together with entertainment and education. If you're only popping up on their screen, for example, if Mr. Beast only pops up on your screen once every 6 months, his views are gonna rapidly decline, because over time he's gonna become less and less relevant, and less people are gonna be entertained by him, which kind of is like the idea of repeat clients. He's not gonna have any repeat clients. No one's gonna come back to his content because he's not, feeding them. If McDonald's went out of business, like if McDonald's stopped serving people for 4 months and they come back, like if you start they're already established, so it's not gonna be as big of a like impact if they do. But like even if they do, for example, they might end up going bankrupt because their business isn't taking in any money. Same way with your content. If you stop posting videos for like 4 months, you come back, your channel isn't gonna do as good as it would have if you would have consistently posted, even if your content wasn't that good, because someone's gonna find your content entertaining. And you never know if that one video you decide to drop randomly gets 1 million views and explodes and gets on the homepage, like every video that you guys see right now. They're on the homepage because it all looks highly clickable, entertaining, or educational. But as you can see, most of it has entertainment and education implemented into it, but it's mostly about entertainment. Like music videos, it's entertainment. It's all entertainment at the end of the day. When you come on YouTube, you usually don't go on YouTube just to search things. That's what Google is for. But even nowadays, a lot of people are going to YouTube for information, because you can find a long video format, step by step, teaching you how to do it. So it's like someone actually showing you how to do something. So a lot of people actually are using YouTube as Google in that sense, but you can never get rid of the two, because you need Google to just search up a quick answer if you don't want to have to watch a 10-minute video, etc. I also said make sure you pick something sustainable, because whatever you want to do in life, if you do something in life that you're gonna quit like 3 months later, that means that it's not sustainable for you, or you're not sustaining it enough. For example, when I started my YouTube channel, all I did was I recorded my screen and I played a video game, and that was sustainable for me because I was a kid that loved playing video games. So me making videos about showing myself playing video games for hours or whatever was easily sustainable because it was something I did daily. And why would I not make a YouTube channel to show you guys and reach an audience by doing that? So whatever you do has to be easily sustainable. Somehow for Mr. Beast, his content is easily sustainable for him, as you guys can tell. Whatever is the driving factor that drives him to keep posting sustainable content, he does it. It's probably because he got famous. His whole life has changed from his videos because he was consistent, and over time his consistency turned into quality, and that's how he got noticed so much today by most of the world that watches YouTube. Because if you look at his oldest videos compared to his newest ones, they don't look nearly as good as his newest videos look. And not on his Beast Reacts channel, but on his main channel. Like if you go to PewDiePie's content, his old videos, I guarantee they won't look as appealing, as clickable, as good as his new content, because he's been keeping at it for years and years and years. He started with something sustainable for him, which is gaming, and he's kept that theme throughout his whole career basically. So make sure whatever you do is something that you do in your daily life and it's sustainable, something that you enjoy doing and want to actually post content about. Another thing, off the dome, is that you guys should stream more than you make videos, because you can stream and hold someone's attention for potentially 10 times longer than if you recorded a video, because some people just go to video, but if you're interacting with them live and you're streaming and you're talking to your community, getting to know them, they're getting to know you better, you're gonna hold their attention for much longer. For example, if you're playing a video game, right, like if you look at Ninja, people watch him on Twitch for like 5 hours sometimes without stopping, hours on end, because he's live. People can see what he's doing live, they can interact with him live, get tips from him live, and they're actually getting more content out of it, because instead of sitting down and watching you play for 10 minutes in a tournament, for example, they can watch you for hours on end. So they might be watching you to learn how to get better, to try to pick up some of your habits, copy the best people, to be one of the best people. Another thing is you have to beat all of your competition, right? So for example, every single person who posts on YouTube is making themselves your competition, because if two people are trying to run a business on the same block, you're the one, you want to get the customers to go to your business and not the other person's business. It's the same way with YouTube. There's billions of hours of content consumed daily, and you want those billions of hours of content to be as much divided to your content as possible. So if you can get 100,000 hours of content out of that billion to be focused on you, by being someone like Andrew Tate, for example, is because you've made yourself highly relevant, highly entertaining, and you're giving away knowledge. Like with Andrew Tate, for example, he's highly relevant because he gets everyone to promote him. He gets he's basically like, a lot of people will agree that his content is like unescapable. You're gonna find his content everywhere. He's on mad YouTube shorts, mad videos. He's put himself on multiple podcasts. He's linked up with people who can help him grow his audience, like people on podcasts. He pays people to promote him basically, which is really smart, because a lot of the world's attention is on him now, because he's made himself the new form of entertainment for most people and education for most people, for example, because he's made himself relevant, educational, entertaining, etc., all of that, because he's basically a genius in marketing, and he's a helpful not even content creator, just a helpful person in the spirit of internet content creation. Even if he's not making the content himself or pushing it out himself, he is the content pretty much. And you want to be, your channel has to be the content that everyone goes to get a source of information, education, entertainment, etc. That is the only way that you're gonna get a huge fan base that is loyal to you. And that's the end of this video. That's basically all I have for you guys today. One thing I want to say though, make sure y'all boys gonna copy y'all some merch, man. No cap. Link in the description. I actually got better merch than this, and I'll probably throw it up on the screen now. This is the original model of my self-made t-shirt merch. But as y'all can see, man, this is my merch right here. So if y'all boys want more content, y'all want to support me, y'all want to help my channel to keep thriving, you want to help this business, I guess you could say, or this business of my merch, you know, I'm trying to get this business up and running, you know, through my influence and getting an audience, then you guys can help me by copying y'all some merch, man. That's another reason YouTube is important, because you have to have an audience, you know, in the digital age that we're in now, pretty much. You have to have an audience. And now that I have an audience, man, I can make some merch. Tell y'all boys to cop some, man. Link in the description. I don't overcharge, but, you know, it is what it is, man. If y'all boys want some merch, go ahead and cop y'all some. Link in the description. It's also going to be under this video in a store. And if you click on my channel, it'll say store. And y'all can see all of my merch options. So just take a look, man. If y'all want to cop some, it will highly, you know, support me and my channel, man. No cap. But that's the end of this video. See y'all in the next one. Thank y'all for choosing to stick out with me to the end of this video, man. See y'all in the next one. Peace.